Hey, Colabcoach here yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. So excited to talk about this topic. But before then, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like these videos, give me some feedback. If it's something that you want me to talk about, I'm all open for it. Put it in the comments. If it's something that you think I should do better, put it in the comments. If you think there's something that I'm doing great on, put it in the comments. With that being said, let's talk about this week's topic. And this topic is all about vulnerability in committed relationships. Vulnerability in committed relationships. Now, of course, you could be vulnerable in a lot of different aspects of life. You could be vulnerable with your friends. You could be vulnerable with your coworkers. That's your personal choice. But I want to focus on committed relationships because that's what I'm seeing a lot of issues when the issues come. Because a lot of times we think that because we're in a relationship that's it. You know, we said that we're gonna be boyfriend, girlfriend. We said that we're gonna be married. That's great, but there's so much more work to being in a marriage. I'm speaking from an example because I've been married for 5 years now, and it takes work. It takes communication, it takes effort, and it takes you being vulnerable. A lot of times people do not make the decision to be vulnerable because of previous things that happened in their previous relationships, or the fact that they just never have been vulnerable at all because of maybe social norms. As a man, you know, they tell us that we shouldn't be vulnerable. We got to be hard. We got to be strong. We got to be stoic. We got to keep things to ourselves. But a lot of times that hurts us, that leaves us at a disadvantage. And for women, when you want to be vulnerable, sometimes you've been treated badly in previous relationships. When you became vulnerable, maybe you just tired of being vulnerable, or you've seen relationships, maybe your parents, maybe your mom, your dad, or whoever may be that raised you, that when they were vulnerable, it did not go the right way. A lot of times we are stuck in the middle because, yes, we want to be vulnerable. We want to be open. We want to be honest. We want to release and show our true selves. But at the same time, we're afraid. It's scary. It is scary to be vulnerable because those are the instances when people could take advantage of you. People can manipulate you, or people could use things that you are being vulnerable with them about to your detriment, to hurt you, to expose you. And that's the problem that comes with being vulnerable. But, I am here to say that being vulnerable is going to transform your life in a better, more productive, and happy way if you choose to do so. Now, of course, I'm not saying that you should be vulnerable with every single person you meet. A lot of people do that. Some people do that. Or you be vulnerable with the people that you know that are not going to take your vulnerability seriously or play with your emotions. A lot of people do that as well. I want you to focus on, as I said, committed relationships. Once you have decided to be in a committed relationship with someone, you have made the rules and regulations of what you consider as committed, what you consider as established. But you have to make the decision to be vulnerable in those committed relationships, and I want to focus on that solely because that is already a step above you just being single and you just dating around, or you're just trying to figure out what's best for you. You've already decided to be in a committed relationship with someone. Now, I want you to be committed. I want you to be vulnerable in those committed relationships because of the fact that it allows you to grow. It allows you to be a better version of yourself, because once you share your vulnerabilities, you're not holding back anymore. You're not putting up that wall. You're not closed in or caved in. Your emotions are free. Your feelings are free, and you are essentially showing your true self, and it allows you to have more of an ability to highlight your true worth. A lot of times we are stuck with the notion of, I have to show someone this version of myself because this version of myself is what's kept me going. That does not necessarily mean that's your true self. That's just a version of yourself. And because it's just a version of yourself, you're only giving pieces of yourself to other people. You're only sharing pieces of yourself with your significant others. You're only sharing a bit of who you are to someone that says that they want to love you, they want to be with you, they want to have a committed relationship with you. And aren't you doing yourself a disservice if you have someone in your life that is literally saying, hey, I want to be committed to you. I'm ready to give myself to you. I'm ready to give my all to you. Now, of course, caveat to that is that if you feel that person is not doing that, That's your choice. That's what you choose to do. That's up to you. But if someone is presenting themselves as their true selves, being vulnerable with you, sharing their life with you, and they want you to do the same, and you can't do that, that means there's a problem. That means that you either don't trust that person, which may be valid, or you are not willing to expose yourself because of what happened to you in the past, or to prevent yourself from feeling a certain type of way in the future. We have to break that mold. We have to break it, because if you want something that's truly a foundational, happy, fulfilling, communicative relationship, then you have to be vulnerable. You have to share. You have to expose. You have to be free, and that's a version of freedom. You being committed to you be committed to being vulnerable in your relationship is that you are allowing yourself to be free. If you are holding yourself back in any type of regard in a committed relationship, are you truly committed in that relationship? Are you truly committed in what you said that you really want to have? Do you want that successful relationship? How can you have that successful relationship if you're not truly vested in that relationship? If you're not truly vulnerable in that relationship? I could go on and on. I can go on and on, because I see this so many times. A lot of people say they want these successful, happy relationships, but they're not willing to be vulnerable in those relationships. Don't be that person anymore if you're watching this. So, to make this as simple as possible, are you vulnerable in your committed relationships? I know being vulnerable is scary. I know it is something where you have to expose yourself and to unleash your true self. But what I'm saying is that once you have decided to be in a committed relationship, that is the prime time for you to be vulnerable. You are doing yourself a disservice if you are saying that you want to be in a committed relationship, but you're not fully committing into that relationship. Being vulnerable, sharing your thoughts, your positives, your highlights, your lowlights, whatever it may be. Because if you are in a relationship with someone that has told you that they want to love all of you, and you're not giving all of them back, all of that version of yourself back, then that means you're not truly committed in a relationship. Be vulnerable in a relationship with the right people, and I promise you that you'll be able to grow in levels that you have not reached before. Simple as that. So, if you're struggling with this, with vulnerability, and maybe something happened to you in your past, maybe something happened to you before that you're not really ready to talk about, or you're not really ready to share with that committed person, contact me. I'm an independent person. I'm a relationship coach. I'm certified. Whatever you want to, whatever you want to have as credentials to show that I'm ready to talk to you, I have it all on my website, yourcolabcoach.com. Go to my website, fill out that relationship checklist, sign up for that free 15-minute coaching session to see if we're a good fit for each other, especially if you are ready to talk about your vulnerabilities and you just need someone to talk to. You can message me on Facebook, Colab Coaching, Instagram, Colab Coaching. All my series, all my videos are on YouTube, COLAB Coaching. Like and subscribe, write a comment, all that good stuff. Finally, I'm also an author. Fresh Eyes Solve Problems Easier. It's a self-love relationship project. It's available in Barnes & Nobles, Amazon. It's an ebook. It's on Kindle. It's an audiobook as well. It's on Audible. It's on Door Publishing. Wherever you find books, you could probably find this book as well. Let's put it that way. Give me a review on that as well if you liked it. If you didn't, all open for that as well. With that being said, it's okay to be vulnerable with the right people. Make sure you're vulnerable with the right people. Have a wonderful day. Be safe out there. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.